Hi, I'm Margie Remmers-Davis with Crystal Clear Cashflow, creator of the fast and easy way to QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor certification. Today, we're going to be walking through one of the exercises from our advanced level course, Section 1, Lesson 7, which is all about progress invoicing. Now, progress invoicing is related to estimates. It allows you to just send an invoice for part of the estimate over the period of time as the project's completed. It's a super useful tool. And there are two exercises in this lesson. This particular exercise, which is creating a partial invoice from the drawer, is optional. It's not the way you need to know how to do it for the test. However, it is the way to do it. Probably you'll do it most often in real life. But make sure you watch that other video and do the other exercise, which is creating the invoice from the estimate, because that's really the one that's on the test. All right. But let's go ahead and dive into this exercise. Make sure that you have created the estimate. So you have to there's another video, I'll link to it somewhere. If you haven't created the estimate, you have to have it in order to create the estimate, or in order to create the invoice from that estimate. Make sure you have done that. So make sure you've done that. And then also, if you would like a copy of this exercise, or you'd like to find out more about our courses, all that information is in the links below. All right, so let's take a look at our scenario. This is part of a long series of estimates. So we've gone through this whole stage of sending out the estimate. And now Gavelber Photography has decided to go ahead with their outdoor background. They have agreed to pay half the cost now, and then the other half when the job is complete. It's now time to send out the first invoice. So that's the same scenario as the previous exercise, but we are going to do it in a different way than that previous exercise. All right. So first of all, we're going to head over to our sample company. And because this is not already turned on in the sample company, we have to go ahead and do that in account and settings. If I exited out and then went back in to create the new, setup for this particular exercise. If you're doing it right on the heels of the previous exercise, you don't have to do this setting. But you do have to set up another estimate. All right. So in accounts and settings, under the gear icon, we're going to go to sales. Now, at the time that I am recording this, there is a little bit of a glitch in the sample company that is related to a new feature with QuickBooks Online that is industry benchmarking. And apparently they're, doing something in the sample company. This is just one of the things that you have to accept about the sample company, is that it's just never going to be perfect. And there's always kind of weird things that pop up. And looks like they're setting this up to be able to show you the industry benchmarking, and that's why this is popping up. So if you get weird stuff like this, usually if you just refresh the screen, that will clear it up. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and hopefully that will take that weird list away, and you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so here we are back on the sales tab. I'm going to scroll down here so you can see. Make sure it's up above my picture. There we go. Progress invoicing right here. It's already on. All right, so it's already on. So maybe I didn't exit out of the current one. Anyway, make sure that that is turned on before you go any further. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create an invoice for Gavelber Photography. This is so much easier than the other way, guys. But the other way, like I said, is on the test. All right, so here we go. For our customer, I'm just going to put Gavelber Photography. And when I do that, dun, 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 there is my estimate that pops up in the drawer. And all I have to do is click add, and it's going to pop up. It's going to ask me how much of the estimate I want to put on. And in my case, I want to put 50%. So I'm going to click copy to invoice. Oh, it says copy to invoice. My instructions say create invoice. All right. And so there we go. Now on my invoice, you can see that I have 50% of all of these things, and it automatically adjusts that. That's so much easier than the other way, which is having to find the estimate, create the invoice from there. But anyway, both ways are fine. Both ways work. But one of them is on the test and one of them is not. All right. So the next thing you need to do is just save and close. All right, if you found this exercise helpful, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you would like to be notified every time that we post exercises or other helpful tips about getting your ProAdvisor certification, then make sure you subscribe and click the little bell. And of course, if you have any questions about this particular exercise or about our courses in general, or if you have a suggestion on what else you would like to learn and get some hands-on practice doing in the sample company and QuickBooks Online, make sure you comment below and I will get back to you right away. All right, that's it for me. I can't wait to hear your success story.